everybody, and welcome back to another video. This one's a little bit different than the camping locations and day trips I cover. So we are down here at the Sydney Forward Drive Adventure Show. We'll be taking you through a bit of a walk through the show, check out what the show has to offer, and maybe try and have a chat to some of the influencers here within the industry. So let's go in and check it out, shall we? Alright, so I've been floating around the show for a little while now, and I've made my way to the Ironman 4x4 stall, and I have Molly Dixon with me. How are you, Molly?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, good. So, recent Cape trip?
Yes.
How did that all go?
Good. So my car's up in Cairns at the moment. I did get to fly here, which is nice. I didn't have to do the big drive down. So a couple of weeks ago, I did the tally track, which I started it on my own, and I'm glad that I didn't finish it on my own. I ended up doing a bit of a convoy just because it's so busy up there. Yep. So many people around. By the time you get to the first crossing, everyone's ready to help you out. It's a really good vibe up there too. So I did that over a couple days. Spent some time up at the tip, and then last week I did end up doing the Frenchman's track too, which is just another full drive track, which was also harder than I thought, but it was good.
So you do a lot of travelling by yourself?
Yeah. I'd probably
do you get a
prefer
bit
it that way.
Worried? Like especially up north with like crocodiles and all that sort of stuff. Like, does that really play on your mind?
No, I mean, crocodiles I'm very cautious of, especially now that I've started to like fishing as well. And it's just something extra to do while I'm at the campground as well. So I'm cautious. I'd obviously like to stay back from the edge or fish off a bit of a cliff, but I'm in a rooftop tent, like at night and all that. I'm not really that worried about them. Yeah. And safety-wise, I feel like I'm probably safer because I am on my own. There's no one around. Yeah. So I'm good. I try and find spots where, I'm secluded and have my own area to myself. Yeah.
So this is your first Sydney show?
Yeah.
How have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, it's been really good. Last day today, it's been really nice meeting so many people. Melbourne was my first one, which was just I think it was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yes.
So that was good. It was nice. I get to speak to people. I'm usually obviously out on my own, so I get to drain my social battery, and then next week I'm out on my own again.
Yeah. So have you got any more future trips coming up? Anything exciting?
Tassie, I'm pretty keen to do, but I was actually looking last night. The ferry across there books out pretty quick, so I think I'm going to end up going there probably around March, April next year, which is a state I haven't done, so I'm pretty keen for that. So I just slowly make my way down and end up down there.
So Tassie and then
around Australia
go
again.
Up and around, maybe head to WA or something?
Yeah, I'll follow the sun again. So just depending on the time of year, I might even shoot straight up through to Darwin and do the northern part for winter time, and then back around WA around summer. I just like to follow the sun. So I'm definitely doing another lap next year. Yeah, follow the sun around that way.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Molly.
Lovely meeting you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming over.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just found Matt from Explore Life. How you going, mate?
Good, mate. Going well. Yourself?
Yeah, that's good. So you've recently did a Cape trip.
Yep.
What was the most difficult part with the big Dodge Ram?
Yeah, so a lot of people sort of thought the Ram would struggle, and I was a bit hesitant myself because I'd done a lap around America in a 2500, but Australia are very different tracks. Yeah. But mate, it did it easy. We towed a little 11-foot Sky RV through as well. Gunshot was probably the hardest point. We did get held up at Gunshot, but managed to get through. We did all the crossings. The big girl actually did it really easy. So I was stoked, mate.
Yeah. So what was the most stressful part of like the track? Was there a bit sketchy spots where you're like, I don't know if we can do this?
I mean, Gunshot was the major one. Pasco river crossing on the Frenchman's track was pretty wild, but I've been up Cape York about 6 or 7 times now, so I know the track pretty well. It was really just feeling out the new truck and seeing how it handled it, but after first day on the tracks, pretty much straight into the Frenchman's track was pretty wild. Yeah, it did it easy, so yeah, mate, it wasn't that stressful, to be honest.
Yeah, right.
We just had a good time.
That's good. So have you got any more trips coming up?
Yeah, we've got a trip next week. We're taking a new boat. We've just built like a 7.8 metre plate boat. So we're going to tow it up to Fraser as a little test trip, and then we'll be towing the big boat to the tip of Australia in November, dropping that in the drink, and then driving back from the tip of Australia to Cooktown in the boat. So up in the car, back in the boat. Something a little bit different.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, mate.
Awesome. Last question. What's your favourite thing of like doing these shows?
Doing these shows, mate, probably just meeting the people. You know, it's cool to get people's reaction on the actual vehicle. It looks a lot better in person than it does on TV, and everyone comes up and says how they're like, geez, this thing looks big in real life, and they get to check out the truck, get to have a yarn with people, mate, get to hear their stories, check out their cars. So yeah, just come down, meet everyone, and have a good time.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, thank you very much for that.
Too easy. Cheers. Good on you.
Thank you.
Legend.
One thing that's really good about the Sydney 4 Drive show is there is so much here to look at. You've got rooftops, swags, tents, caravans, camper trailers. You've got anything to do with 4 Drive. So your tyres, suspension, bar work, so much here to look at. So we'll go around and continue through the show, shall we? Come on, let's go. Alright, so I've just been walking around the show and I've found Shad. So how you going, mate?
Yeah, pretty good. It's been a good weekend here at the show. Yeah, yesterday was pretty busy. Today's pretty cruisy, but it's all in all, it's good. It's good to meet some of the people that watch the channel and have a good chat to them.
So doing these sort of shows, what's like, obviously, would it be meeting people is your favourite sort of thing of the show, or what do you like about the show that much?
Definitely, meeting some of the people and getting their feedback on the channel and what you're doing, and like it's good to hear the positive feedback and and hear any ideas that people want, and it's good to answer people's questions. Like they might have questions on why do you do this, why do you do that, and people always have a lot of questions, and it's good.
So you've recently done a Troopy, so how's that going? Yeah,
we bought an old Troopy, 2005 model 78 with a FTE engine. It's going good. We've been doing a little bit of work onto it, and basically we've just been going out and camping out of it. And
So what sort of the trips that you've done so far?
In the Troopy?
Yeah, in the Troopy.
Yeah, so I've done just an overnighter by myself in it, and then Tash and I recently took off for a week and we went up north down to the Oxley Wild Rivers National Park and camped at Udale's hut and for a couple of nights. That was really good. That's probably one of the reasons why we bought the Troopy, because you can't take a trailer down there, so that's the idea behind the Troopy, is to do these quick trips. And then from Udale's hut we went down, camped at Wilson River, and then made our way to the coast and camped at Hat Head near the beach.
Seems like a really good trip.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we had a great time. Yeah, and we had some awesome weather.
Oh, awesome. That's good. Nothing worse when it's just raining and it's miserable.
Yeah. So, we're really enjoying it. But, we've still got the 76 and we've still got our camper trailer. And, we'll always sort of do those trips. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds really good. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
All right, I have found Bridget. How are you going, Bridget?
I'm going really good. I love this show and it's been really nice to meet you so far.
Yeah, good. So you've recently released the new rig.
Yeah, the new bus.
So, was it a bit stressful trying to organise everything with it? And are you sort of happy that it's finally finished and completed?
It's a good question to lead with, Jason. I mean, it was stressful because I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I really stretched myself quite far with my budget and my mechanical capability because I'm no expert, right? To go and make something that I would consider is quite extreme for me. And yes, with that, I'm glad that it's done. Not because I'm glad for all the stress to be over. I've just been so patient. I just really want to use it. I'm sure you know what I mean by that. Now that it's finally here and it exists, I just can't wait until tomorrow, literally tomorrow, to go out and start driving it and experiencing what I built it for.
Yeah, so obviously you got a few trips planned for the new rig?
Yeah. Got some really exciting trips coming up. First one starting tomorrow. I'm going to stay local to, New South Wales, Waddingon, Newcastle sort of area. And that's just for me to wash off a few cobwebs and just get back into wheeling, because it's been a little while since I've done any extreme wheeling, I'm going to be honest. That's just the nature of building a car. I sort of held off doing any of that until the car was ready. And then next year is a big year. Things like Tassie and Cape York are on the cards, which I'm very grateful and super excited to go and drive.
So I think your recent one, you were in the Northern Territory. How did that all go?
You're well researched. The Northern Territory is amazing. I've been there over 10 times now. Not over 10 times on camera, but over 10 times in life. And it really never gets boring. I don't know if you've been before, but it's a very addicting place.
I haven't, but it's definitely on my list to go to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I mean, such an iconic place in Australia that it just truly doesn't get boring, and it's breathtaking even 10 times later, going and visiting it again and again.
So we'll go through a bit of a rundown of the rig.
Yes, of course. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start at the start, shall we? At the front of the vehicle.
So what jumps out to you first? I get a lot of...
Love the lights.
Yeah.
Love the bar work.
Yeah, a really simple way to sum that up is I had a conversation with a company that I work with. Their name's Panel House, if anyone's interested. And I said to them, I really like the look, the new age look of the 300 series, right? It just is a good looking car. Is there a way that modernistic, I don't even know if that's a word, if that vibe can be integrated into an older vehicle? So we basically just designed some parts that are 300 series inspired that can drop into a 105 or 100 series, which is available for people now as well.
Right, that's interesting. And I see you've got some big wheels, and how's the suspension? What did you go with?
Yeah, I went with the 4-inch Hyperflex kit by Superior. Why did I do that? I've been with Superior for a long time. I've only really gone touring on their gear, which has never let me down. And it is harsh environments and tough, and it's honestly never faltered me. So I want to challenge that in the wheeling, which is what they're known for. So the 4-inch Hyperflex kit is a really well-known kit in the four-wheel driving industry. And that's something that I opted with this car, which also is insane because now it's legal and available for anyone and everyone that's got a car of these sort of specs and wants to sort of go for that more high-performance off-road flex capacity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like really hardcore sort of
Correct.
four-wheel drive.
Correct, yeah. Think, comp truck, but still comfortable to drive on the road. That sort of stuff, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and obviously I've gone with the big wheels and tyres to suit it. Obviously I've stuck with the specs of what the 4-inch Hyperflex kit provides legally. And I love Toyo. I mean, I'm a Toyo girl. I've been sponsored by them for ages, and it's self-explanatory. Everyone knows they're good, so I had to have them again. And then a big thing for me was protecting the car. My cars get driven quite harsh, and this car, with the life that it's about to have, the best thing I could do was give it that 360 protection of bar work all the way around to try to protect the body of the car, because you never sort of know what track I'm going to face, and if I can save the body as much as possible, then that's what I wanted to go for. So I put a big expense into bar work, but I felt like that was really crucial because I like cars to make it home. Yeah.
You definitely want that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be stuck out there in the middle of nowhere.
Missing door. Bridget's got no door. We don't want that. We don't want that.
No, not at all.
Yes, of course. And then, of course, the wrap, which is, very in your face. I picked...
Yes, it really stands out.
It does, doesn't it?
It's really good.
I know, but if I was on a pink Salt Lake, I'd be pretty camouflaged, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I know, not here though. I just wanted to go with such a primary, it is a stereotypical colour for females, but I did that on purpose. I wanted all girls in this industry, and Jason, I know that you'll know this. You walk around a show like this and there's just not that many girls in comparison to guys.
I agree.
It's grown and changed a lot, which I'm proud to see, but I don't think that it's enough. So I wanted to make a car that when girls see the content of it, see it in person, see it on the highway or see it on YouTube, go, do you know what? I see a piece of myself in that car, a girl getting out there driving something that inspires girls, going and driving the hardest stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that pink really fit that mark. And then I went with that Japanese street style sort of GDM graphic design, but with the female colour, which I think just has the most epic finish.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks.
It
I
does.
appreciate that.
I really like it.
Yeah.
So obviously we have your Tourer.
I have my Tourer.
The Hilux here. So obviously this is just for touring, and then this one is just for
Wheeling. Yes, I'm a lucky girl. It wasn't like that always. Once upon a time I used to have cars that, you know, needed to do a bit of both, or even do that third extra thing, which was get me to work on a Monday, right? But because of the position that I'm in, and I've been working really, really hard on my YouTube career, and there's so many exciting things that can happen in your future that's happened for me just a few short years later, I'm at the point now where I want to be able to have a touring car to sort of go that 10 out of 10 tough touring, and then a wheeling car to do the same thing but in the wheeling aspect.
Yep.
So I'm so grateful to have two cars to be able to do that, but I've just been such a patient girl. I'm too excited. I can't wait to get out there and start using them for what they were made for.
There's so much out there that you can do. It's just the country's huge, so
I know.
plenty of places to go and see.
I know. I was just overseas a couple of days ago in South Africa, and was having lots of conversations like this with overseas people. They say, you know, Australia is so big. There's so many options, so many different types of landscapes. Like, I mean, we have mountains and snow and Great Barrier Reef and white sandy beaches, but red dirt, and then rainforests. Like, there's literally so much. And even though I've been content creating around the country for a few years now, I still haven't seen it all, and that's the exciting part.
Yeah, plenty of places to keep visiting.
Yes, of course. I know, and then hopefully one day we can get you from those one-day adventures to those like 6-month adventures.
Yeah, that'd be actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll see you on the trucks out there. We'll be driving past. I'll be like, hey, Jason.
That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. All right, well, this is Bridget, everybody. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you so much.
And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
I will do, and you too. I hope that you've got any more interviews planned. You've had a few under the belt.
Yes, I did Molly Dixon.
Nice.
Matt from Explore Life.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now me.
You?
Well, I'm glad to hear that you had another girl in the lineup. That makes me really happy. I think it's people like you helping me and us promote female faces. Hopefully the next Eastern Creek that we come back to, there'll be more girls to interview. That's the goal for me.
That would be really good.
So thank you for supporting that. I really appreciate it.
No worries. All
no
good.
worries.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys. Bye.
All right, I'm here with Tyler Thompson. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. How are you?
Yeah, good. So I've seen that you've recently done a Fraser trip. How did all that go?
Yeah, we loved it. I think that's our 4th or 5th time we've been there. We try and go there once a year, and it's an incredible beach camping destination.
And also, I think it was a Cape trip in there as well.
Yeah, so we sort of did 2-for-1 special there. We went up to Cape. The second time I've been to Cape, so did all the big tracks, Old Telly, Frenchman's, Old Coach Road, up all the way up to the Jardine River. Had an incredible time, and then met the family on the way back down and did Fraser.
Oh, nice. So what's one place out of the both trips that you really go, I love coming up here, and you always have really good memories of it?
So I suppose with the Cape York, the two big favourite ones are Old Telly Track and Frenchman's Track. They're both just amazing for driving, camping, swimming, all those sorts of things. So we have a great time on them. And with Fraser, I'd say the West Coast would be my favourite. So you got Wynyard Creek, a couple of names over there, but anywhere over the West Coast is like a whole different world over there. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, I haven't actually got up there yet, but it's definitely on a list to go up and check it out.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely have to get up there.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your sort of favourite thing about doing these types of shows?
I suppose it's good to come down here, like meet people and say hello to people that enjoy the content, and yeah, that's all it's really about, meeting people and getting yourself out there and stuff. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Tyler.
No, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you.
Thanks, Tyler. Alright, yeah, so I'm just sitting back with the legend Ronny Dahl. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Just going around the show, having a look at a few different things.
Enjoying the Sydney show?
Yes, yes, I am actually. So, what have you actually been up to recently?
Yeah, I've been testing out the Grenadier quite a bit. Yeah, been through the gold fields and yeah, just been doing a bit of collaboration with Harry from Fly to Fork, and as soon as I'm flying out today, and when I get back to Perth, I'll be heading to the Pilbara.
Yeah. So how do you find the car, like what you've done so far?
It's awesome. It's a good car. They've done a really good thing. I have to say, at this stage, it's more capable than my 76 series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's definitely more capable. Like, just it keeps the wheels on the ground. You keep feet on the ground, you're more stable, and barely need the lockers or nothing. It's an amazing car. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. When I think of that type of car, I'm like, oh, is it actually what it's capable?
It's 100% capable. It's made for off-road, so if you were to buy it just as a get-around around the city, it's not the car.
Yeah.
But if you want something off-road that's pretty robust, look, no one knows, no one's had them for more than a year or so, I mean, a couple of years maybe, but time will tell.
Yep.
Time will tell. Yeah.
So did you say there are a couple of trips with it soon?
Yeah, I've got the last trip with it before I got to hand it back, so I borrowed it for 6 months. So I'll be handing it back after going to Pilbara. Yeah, which will be a pretty good test for it. There's a lot of water and stuff we've got to go through, and iron ore dust, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, awesome. That sounds really good. All right, so last question. What do you think? So obviously you've done a lot of like these sort of shows.
Yeah.
What's your sort of favourite thing when you're doing these shows?
Oh, I'd say I have to be like meeting the people.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that are have gotten into full driving because they've seen the educational content, or just showing the appreciation and and sharing the stories about how they've gotten out of a situation because they've watched one of the videos.
Yeah,
and that's really rewarding. That's cool.
Because you do a lot of educational through your videos. Don't you?
Yeah.
Which is really good. Helps a lot of people out.
Yeah. And hopefully saves some people money, but it's probably also costs people money, I've gone through a roller coaster of slapping items on the car and getting too heavy and then taking them off again, so it's a cycle. Cycle of education.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Mr. Ronny Dahl, and I hope you
welcome.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Yep, you
and
too,
thank
mate.
you for your time.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you. All right, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed what I showed of the Sydney 4x4 Adventure Show. Plenty to look at down here. I did a few interviews with the social media influencers of the industry, so thank you to you guys for giving me that time. I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we have so much camping locations and day trips coming, a few other little bits and pieces. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.